Hey guys, I'm Catherine Shelton from Treasure Hunting with Catherine, and I wanted to make a video to address some questions and thoughts and confusion that have just come up about paid content and the whole overload of paid content and services and courses and books, and oh my gosh, it makes my brain hurt. I think it makes everyone's brain hurt a little bit. And I kind of wanted to talk about what you need if you're doing FBA, and to kind of help you think through what investments you want to make for your FBA business, if any. So disclaimer, I'm coming from this, or coming at this, from the point of view of someone who does have a course, a paid course, and I will talk about that and why I have a paid course, but this is not about me. This is about just your business and where you are with FBA, and hopefully maybe this will help you cut through some of all that just influx of information. Okay, so the first thing I would say, if you are just starting out, if you are brand new to reselling in general, if you have no money or like very little money to invest, don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. If you have your computer and or your phone, I really do recommend having a smartphone. I think it makes a lot of difference to things. But as long as you have your computer and maybe a phone, I don't think you need that much else. What I would do if you're absolutely broke, go thrifting, go to yard sales, go to rummage sales, go thrifting, find things around your own home and sell those things, sell all the things. Maybe get started with eBay, with Craigslist, with Facebook, and find books or board games or sealed packages, like kitchenware perhaps, toys, and those you could start sending to FBA. But ease yourself into FBA. And this is if you're starting from nothing, you're just getting started, ease your way into FBA. Test the waters with some products from around your own home or thrifted products. One thing I would say though, read the policy files on Amazon. Read through the policy files because there are a lot of pitfalls. Things to be very careful of are things like condition guidelines. Make sure you've read the condition guidelines and you've graded all your products correctly. And you know Amazon's definition of new. Amazon's definition of new is pristine condition. Packaging, everything, pristine condition. That's like the biggest pitfall people fall into. But there are others. So read all the policy files and ease yourself into FBA. Now, if you have a little bit more money to spend, if you've maybe been doing FBA for a short time, you've been doing eBay, and you kind of know what you want to do with FBA, then you might want to consider investing. Investing in your education, investing in yourself, investing in your self-development, and investing in your business. And there is a lot of directions you can go in. So once people are kind of done with thrifting, or they want to expand from thrifting and they want to start scaling their business, traditionally as in the last couple of years, I would say most people moved into retail arbitrage. I think that market's changing a lot. When I started selling, the advice was scan everything. Just walk around the shelves in a store, scan everything. Guys, I've scanned everything. I've walked around Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and it takes a lot of time. You can find the odd product. There are definitely some things that are hard to find. But if it's in Amazon's catalog and it's at a big box store, the chances are that some other seller has already found that product and has teams of buyers replenishing it. So that kind of retail arbitrage has become very, very difficult, in my opinion. There are ways to do retail arbitrage. Yes, I know there are ways, especially if you have local stores, especially if you have specialist stores or specialist knowledge, or international stores. Those are all good ways to do retail arbitrage. but just scanning everything on the shelves, very time consuming. So my feeling is that a lot of the courses and services that have come up, they're really a response to that difficulty with retail arbitrage. So I think the question is, once you're ready to move on from thrifting, or add to thrifting and scale up your business, what direction do you want to go in? Of course, you can do retail arbitrage, especially if you have a niche, but there are a lot of other options. You can order wholesale products, you can get into private label, you can use online arbitrage, you can move into clothes and similar gated categories, and create a niche there, because those categories are somewhat less saturated than the other categories, such as toys and groceries and books. There are a lot of directions you can go in. My response is creating bundles. I think bundles is a very newbie friendly way to beat the retail arbitrage scanning saturation, because it allows you to pretty much create new products and create listings, and beat the competition, beat the saturation, without taking on the liabilities and the risks of actually creating your own product. So that was my approach. That's why I created a bundling course, and why I do believe in that as a good next step for newbies. But there are a lot of other next steps. One is definitely to move into gated categories. So clothes, luggage, jewelry, purses and shoes and sunglasses, all of those things have a little less saturation than the other categories. And you have a choice. You can get yourself ungated. And I strongly recommend getting yourself ungated for groceries, and for health and personal care and for beauty, because it's super easy and it doesn't cost you much to do so. For the other categories, you may want to look into an ungating service. They're really going to help you get photographs and get a flat file if you need a flat file. And that's pretty much the key of an ungating service. A lot of them are fairly expensive, some are quite inexpensive, but talk to the person you want to ungate you. Talk to someone who you think looks trustworthy, that you've seen them around, and ask them what they're going to do. Ask them what their service will help you with. And if it sounds good to you, if you like how they're going to go about getting your pictures, how they're going to help you fill out your information, then you can pay to get ungated. Another response to retail arbitrage saturation is to get someone to do the work for you. You can hire buyers, you can hire people to go and shop for you. You can hire VAs who will look through catalogs for you, look through online systems for you, like Target or Walmart or other stores, and look for opportunities for you. Or you can pay for a service. You can pay for a BOLO list, BOLO software, deals software, and there's so many around at the moment, and they all source in different ways. Some have real people, real experts looking for products, and sending those to you. Some are generated by software, and some are generated by VAs. There's probably other ways of generating a BOLO list, but you can sign up for those. I don't know if that's your thing, and if you sell in volume, that can be a good way to go. Margins aren't usually super high on those, but you usually know what you're getting. You know the approximate rank, and you know the margins. So if those suit you and your business model, that might be one direction you want to go in. Another direction to go in is online arbitrage. Again, I feel like this suits you if you have more capital to invest, because the margins aren't super high, so it works better if you're buying in volume. That said, it depends where you look. If you look in small online stores, specialist stores, you can find some really, really good deals. I found some really good international deals looking at UK stores. So that is an option. And if for some reason maybe you have a disability, you don't like getting out the house, you live in an isolated or rural area, you have bad weather, online arbitrage might be a direction you want to look in. A lot of it relies on software, on using systems like Keeper or Camel to track products and buy low, sell high. A lot of it is buying products and storing them for Q4, selling them in Q4 when demand is high. So that's another option. Another option still is wholesale and or private label. And again, these are sort of scaling options. You probably want to move into private label, especially from China, when you have more money to invest, because it's not a sort of easy, quick undertaking. So what services you want to look at really depend on you, and at what point you're at in your business. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, just put it into inventory and flip that, and find that inventory however you can, thrifting or in your own home, and grow that. And then recognize when you're at a point where you might want to scale your business, and make some decisions, like what direction suits you, what appeals to you. Is it bundling? Is it clothing or gated categories? Or maybe you want coaching. That's another option. You could actually hire a coach to talk to you and work with you and figure out what direction you do want to go to. And coaching can be expensive, but also if it helps you clear your head and it helps you get in a direction for your business, it can be an amazing investment. I do have another video about choosing a coach, and you should choose a coach that's right for you. Check with any service, with any product, with any course, with any book. Read reviews. Talk to people who have studied or learnt with that person, and ask questions. If you can't approach the person that you're buying from, that's a red flag. You want to be able to ask questions. You want to say, okay, can you explain how this works to me? Can you explain what I'm going to get for my money? Can you explain what my return is likely to be? Is it going to help your self-development? Is it an investment? You are investing. So anything that you invest in, you want to make sure you know what you're getting back. Be careful of anything that seems too good to be true, or anything that costs a crazy amount of money. Look at endorsements. Look at endorsements, reviews. I have to tell you guys that most people selling services or selling courses, they use affiliates like crazy. What that means, especially some of the big courses, they will pay another person 50% of the course sign-up fee. If they can get you hooked and get you buying the product. So if you see a $3,000 course and someone going, I love this course, this is the best course ever, that person may well be getting $1,500 per sign up for saying that. So ask if the person's an affiliate. Ask if their endorsement is paid, because you're really not getting an unbiased opinion if someone recommends you because they're being paid to recommend you. Half the time, in fact most of the time, affiliates are professional affiliates. They don't even look at what they're recommending or reviewing. They are just trying to sell. That's what they're there for. I'll give you my personal take. I don't like affiliates. I don't do affiliate deals myself. I don't sell for other people. So I don't take kickbacks. If I recommend something, I recommend it because I like that person, I trust that person, or I know what they're doing and I like it. I've used the product and I love it. That's why I will recommend a product. I don't take affiliate money myself. The only affiliate thing I have is my Amazon supply store, where I take, I think, 6% when you buy something from my Amazon supply store, and I 100% declare that outright. Other than that, I don't do affiliate deals. And I don't hire affiliates. I don't have anyone promoting my course that's paid to promote my course. If anyone tells you about my course, they're telling you about it because they did it and they liked it. I hope they liked it. So I don't like affiliate deals because I feel it muddies things, and it makes it very difficult to know who to trust. So that's my opinion on affiliates. Let me talk a little bit about paid content, because the other day a lady said, Catherine Shelton is making money hand over fist with her bundles. And I was a little taken aback by that, but it made me think. And, you know, is there a case for paid content? Well, I'll tell you what happened and why I have a paid course. So I started doing treasure hunting a little over a year ago. I made a video and I made the Facebook group, and I wanted to share what I was doing. Hey guys, you can go to yard sales, you can find products and make this much money selling them. And I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun with treasure hunting. I still resell, and I kept growing what I do with treasure hunting, making more videos, making spree casts. I answer so many personal messages. I love doing it. I'm happy to help everyone. I I love connecting with people, and I love answering questions because it makes me sharper and makes me learn more. So it's a very reciprocal thing. However, I got to a point in December where I had more that I wanted to share, but at the same time it's taking a lot of time from my selling business, like a lot of time from my selling business. So I thought I would do a coaching group, and I put that out there, like, okay, if you want my help growing your business to the next level, I'll work with you. And I started that. And it was going really well, but I found I kept talking about bundles. People wanted to know what I was doing with bundles. Because a lot of my business last year and the year before was based around seasonal bundles. So what I would do is put a couple of dollar products together or $3 products together, very cheap bundles, and sell them for about 4-5 times the price that they cost me to put together. And people wanted to know how I was doing this. And one lady in my coaching group said, can you just make a course? Can you do a course? I would totally buy a course if you did it. And a lot of people kept saying, can you make a video about bundles? Can you make a video about bundles? And I kept trying to make a video about bundles. I actually made one and I wasn't happy with it because I just felt I wanted to explain it properly. There was a lot of information I wanted to put out. I didn't want to do it like half-hearted, because if I did that, I was worried people might run into problems with Amazon. They might not understand what I was doing, and so I didn't want anyone to waste their money or screw up and it be my fault. And I found it very overwhelming to put together like a video about bundles. So when this lady said to me, can you make a course? It kind of, things clicked for me, and I went, okay, I'm just going to make a really long video. Instead of just trying to do an hour, I'm going to just put everything I can think of out there. And I sat and did 4 hours, more than 4 hours of video. And that was kind of how my bundle class came about. And I added to it, I put a Facebook group in. I've done like bundle casts on Zoom. And I keep doing sort of bonus information, little videos, all that stuff. But I couldn't have done it for free. Like, I literally couldn't. I have 3 children. I need to earn a living. I think I priced it very reasonably. I priced it at $99.99. I know there's another course out there right now about bundles for $400. Whoa. I wanted to make this affordable. I know that new sellers don't have like loads of money to invest hundreds and hundreds of dollars into a course. And I wanted to be sure that you'd get your money's worth, that you could actually get a return from doing this. I mean, of course I can't guarantee it. No one can guarantee a return from anything. But I wanted to be comfortable that I was giving all the tools I possibly could, all the equipment and knowledge and tools and examples I possibly could. And I hope I did it. And I try and keep it maintained. I keep the Facebook maintained. I answer questions. I answer private messages. And I think it's a legitimate service. I hope it's a legitimate service. I have testimonials, and people say nice things on the testimonials. So I hope it's a legitimate service. I'm not a marketer. That's not my thing. I think I've moved into marketing, both in selling my own service, in my own products, and in kind of building my own service. But I don't like a lot of marketing techniques. I don't like spamming people. I don't like affiliates, and I don't like fake endorsements or paid endorsements. So, yeah, I have a paid product. I need to earn some money. And I hope it works out for you. I do believe in paid education. I've paid for my own education. I think you do need to do that. Education does serve a purpose. It can fast track you. It can get you where you want to go. Yes, you can do FBA 100% free, and at some points you definitely should be and not be spending money. But if you've looked at something and you've decided it's going to get you where you want to be, then fast track and do it. But just know what you're buying, know what you're investing in. Don't be shaken by anyone else's opinion. Like, ask questions. Always ask questions and know what you're buying. All right, I hope that's been helpful. Have fun.